Hi everyone, it's Keith Brink, Director of the Upper Bound Programs at the University of Arkansas. Welcome to the 2024 Sophomore Summer Residential Experience. This is our orientation where we're going to give you lots of information about Sophomore Summer, the residential component, and we look forward to seeing you on June 16th when we do our move-in. So again, the purpose of this orientation is to review some of the things that are in what's called your orientation packet. Now for you as sophomores, almost every one of you received this packet at the New Student Saturday Academy on May 4th. If for any reason you did not receive this packet, be sure to contact your Upward Bound advisor so we can get that to you. One of the things that we'll talk about obviously is the summer move-in, sophomore summer move-in, which will be on June 16th, how move-out will proceed, some of the things about the daily schedule, what you can expect academics, and even discuss a little bit about the activities that you'll be doing and some special events that we'll be doing during that particular time during our sophomore summer, our 2 weeks that we're actually here on the University of Arkansas campus. The other thing is Lacey, our Associate Director, will be going over the summer handbook, some specific things that are your responsibilities, some particular rules that you'll need to make sure that you're in observance of, but be sure that you review this full handbook because she'll go over some specifics of that, but it is your responsibility to make sure you review this handbook before you actually come and attend and move in on June 16th. And again, we'll have some paperwork that we'll need back from you. A couple of those forms that we'll need mailed back are in that return envelope that should be included in your packet, or if you want to, you can actually even scan those and email those directly to us at the Upward Bound office. In your packet, you have what we call the move-in card, and so this has some information about move-in. So once again, Sophomore Summer Residential Experience will begin on Sunday, June 16th, and move-in will be from 2 to 3 p.m. So again, you have that hour to actually arrive, to bring your stuff, get everything moved in, and parents, you can expect to be there with your child for about 1 hour. If you have any questions about move-in or for some reason need to move in at a little bit later time, or for whatever reason won't be able to be there during that normal move-in time, please contact your Upward Bound advisor. As a reminder, if your last name is A through L, your Upward Bound advisor is Angel Leach. If your last name begins with M through Z, your Upward Bound advisor is Melinda Heater. On this move-in card, there's also information about what to pack and what to bring and then what else to leave at home. And Lacey will go over those things with you as well as she talks a little bit about some of the rules and responsibilities for you as a participant in Upward Bound during our sophomore summer. You also have a map on the back. We'll be staying in Futrall Hall this year. You'll actually be in Futrall Hall during those 2 weeks, and we'll also have our Summer Academy participants in that residence hall as well. But there's a full map on the back with also the physical address, and that day we'll have lots of signage so that we can help guide you into where you'll actually be dropping off your stuff to move into the residence hall and where you can park if you need to during that particular move-in time. Students, you'll be in sophomore summer during the full 2 weeks, and you'll move out on Saturday, June 29th. Here's some information about move-out day, and again, move-out will be from 11 a.m. to noon on that particular Saturday. And we have some information there just about where to park so that you can easily get all of your belongings back into your cars so that you can do an easy move out. And parents, you can again expect to be there from about 11 a.m. to noon during that checkout time. So a little bit about our summer residential component. Lacey's going to talk to you a little bit about what you can expect from a daily schedule, also some of the activities that we'll be doing, and she'll be going over the full handbook and some responsibilities that you have about being a Sophomore Summer Academy participant.
Hey everybody, it's Lacey, the Associate Director of the programs. We're going to chat a little bit about our daily schedule. So in your packet, you'll see this form with the blue items on it. So we like to keep a pretty busy schedule. So our schedule stays pretty packed. We have a lot of activities and different things going on. We start out our mornings with breakfast in the 1021 dining hall on campus. That's at 7:20 a.m. 1021 dining hall has lots of different options for different things that you can eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Then we'll get into our academic classes. You'll get a more specific schedule at move-in of all the different classes that you'll be taking and which days you'll be taking them on. After those morning classes, we'll have lunch again, typically in the 1021 dining hall. And in the afternoon, we'll have one more class. And after that, We will have, sometimes we will have special presentations, sometimes we'll have our group meeting, but a lot of times we will have quiet study time for about 45 minutes in the residence hall. Now this is a time where there isn't anything else going on. There aren't any games being played, there aren't any activities going on. It's just a time for you to quietly work on any assignments or readings that you may have for your classes, anything you need to work on, and there won't be any distractions going on. Then in the afternoons, we will have what we call personal recreation time, or PRT. So PRT is really a time where students, you can choose exactly what you want to do. We give you some leeway in the activities you can do. So maybe you've had a long day with a lot of peopling and you want to go to your residence hall room and take a quick nap or just have some alone time to recharge. That's totally fine during PRT. Maybe you want to be in the basement of Futrall Hall playing ping pong or Uno games or cooking with the mentors in our kitchen, something like that. That sounds great too. We have a lot of student athletes in the program. Most days during personal recreation time, we will have a group of students that go to the hyper gym to work out. This would also be a great time if you're a musician to bring your instrument, practice, or have jam sessions with some of your fellow students. That would be great. Then in the evenings, we have something planned pretty much every night. So sometimes we'll have dinner in the 1021 dining hall. We also have some other events planned where we'll be ordering barbecue and going to Wilson Park. We'll be going to Fast Lane to do laser tag and go bowling and play different arcade games. You can see all the different activities that we have planned. Some of those evenings we will have mentor family activities. So each of our residential mentors are assigned about 8 to 10 students that make up their mentor family. And during those times, we will have like some small group discussions and activities that you'll do with that core group that you'll really get to know super well. In the evenings, after our activities, 9:30 becomes on floor time. So that's the time that you need to be on the floor that you live on in the residence hall. This is a time to brush your teeth, take your shower, get moving towards bedtime. And then at 10:30 you need to be in your room and lights out at 11 p.m. These are the second week activities. One of the things that I wanted to point out is that we'll be going to Theater Square to see a play. At Upward Bound, we watch movies, we go to plays, we have lots of cultural activities. And typically those activities would be considered PG-13 if they were a movie rating. Parents or students, if you have any questions about the content or appropriateness level of anything that we're going to be covering, please feel free to reach out to us and we can chat about that. But we will be going to this play at Theater Squared. There will be some adult language used in the play, but I was informed that it would be in the PG-13 range of things. Okay, so students and families, please take some time to read over that sophomore summer handbook in full. There's a lot of information about all of our policies and procedures in there, but I just wanted to touch on 3 that are very important to us. The first one I want to chat about is that Upward Bound, we do not have any drugs, alcohol, or nicotine at Upward Bound. So please, no vapes, nothing like that. That's a policy that we take very seriously, so please don't bring any of that to the program. The second one that I wanted to talk about has to do with our residence hall. So the way Futrall Hall is designed, there are several different floors. There are 4 floors with students on them, and those floors will be assigned a guys floor or a girls floor. There will be no guys on the girls floors and no girls on the guys floors. Now we do have the basement and the lobby areas, these more public areas where guys and girls can hang out, talk with each other. There will always be residential staff present whenever we're hanging out in our common spaces. But if we're in the areas where people reside, girls stay on the girls' floors, guys stay on the guys' floors. The third policy I really wanted to point out is that Upward Bound is very serious about bullying. So we want Upward Bound to be a place where everybody feels safe and comfortable to be their true and genuine self. We do not tolerate any sort of bullying in words or in deed, so please continue the tradition of being kind and supportive to all of your peers.
So again, we're looking forward to seeing you on June 16th during move-in, and here's just a few things that we need back from you. So within your packet, you have a couple of forms that we need returned. And one of the most important one of those is the check-in, check-out authorization form, which is the gold form. This is important because this form authorizes certain individuals to be able to check you in or out of the residence hall if you have to leave during that 2-week period of sophomore summer. We also would like the statement of acknowledgement of student commitment form back from you as well. This form just acknowledges that you have reviewed everything in the sophomore summer handbook, as well as reviewed this orientation, and parents, you sign off on that as well as the students. And then an optional form for you is the blue form, which is the absence request form. If for some reason you know that during that 2-week period of sophomore summer you will be absent for a period of time, maybe to go to a dental appointment or a doctor's appointment, or need to be checked out at a particular time, you can go ahead and make that absence request now. But do know that these forms will be available to you at check-in or move-in, and be available throughout the 2-week period if you need a different time, or you happen to need an absence request form at a later date. But if you know of a date and some dates or specific times that you need to be checked out, be sure to go ahead and make that request now and then return it with the rest of your forms. So again, you can complete all of this, or you can send in all this paperwork in the return envelope that is provided. You also have an option of actually doing this electronically, so if you want to scan these and actually email them back to us, you can do that at ubound@uark.edu. And again, if you have any questions about anything, please contact your advisor. Again, for those of you who have last names A through L, that'll be Angel Leach. If you have last names M through Z, that will be Melinda Heater, who's your Upper Bound advisor, and they can assist you with any questions that you may have, whether it's about absences or specifics about move-in or which forms to return. So again, here's those questions and contact information. There's the advisors, their phone numbers, so you can always text or call them. And again, we look forward to seeing you on June 16th. If you have any questions before then, let us know. If not, we look forward to a fantastic sophomore summer.